Most might taking a little bit more damage than he otherwise would have liked, though. We need to take a sidebar, but the flank is there. But Ocean saw the vulnerable Orisa and took his opportunity when it came, and that will open up this point for the Spitfire to retake. A team that has shown that they prefer not to play tanks if they can afford it. Going up, has he a little bit low? Can't be the front runner. He'd like to be on Brigitte, and there it is. Graviton, IDK just gets munched. And No Smite wasn't far behind him as he has to step forward, and the Hangzhou Spark are forced into a disappointing trickle onto the point. Transcendence there from Bidoshin keeps Prophet nice and topped up, and another Primal Rage gesture. Much better match from Kiev so far, and overtime is done. Riga drops in and then drops right on out very quickly. Got a quick bubble, but the Spitfire don't really damage it that much. That's the Graviton Surge, and No Smite is in the middle of it. It's a Maelstrom, and he won't be conscious to see the end of this one. Can be Godspeed, personal shield, knocked away on the point. 99-0 to Spitfire. Much better on map 1 in this series. And they take
advantage here, Mitch. You know, you have the Primal Rage to use here for Gesture to come in. That's going to force Sound Barrier out. Now you can get a free grab self-destruct combo.
Gesture had to use the Primal Rage, but he was forced to go for that. Fury may have saved the Spitfire in this fight with a double with the self-destruct. Now the rest of the Spitfire, boy, barrier from the Spitfire. A lot of ultimates being used, a lot of bluff and blunder, but just that one kill onto Bebe early, and it's traded out. Both of the others are missing. Prophet now needs to try and make something happen with this Graviton, and he gets the job done. Adora and Godspeed fall to that one. ADK, the last one standing for the Spark. I know there's still presence here.
The Spark may invest into this. No Smite here using Primal Rage. You do have IDK coming back with the Sound Barrier. Okay, so if he would have been using the primary fire Azaria, just left-clicking into that, it'll be a Graviton Surge from the Spark, and nothing but the self-destruct though.
This fight represents a huge investment from the Spark, but after all those fancy ultimates have come out, they weren't able to find the kills. It was actually after the fact when Godspeed's able to pick up 2 late in the fight. A charged up Zarya is a force to be reckoned with, and they eventually keep the Spitfire at bay. You can see those low percentage numbers next to the Hangzhou Spark. It's Prophet on the high ground with his own Graviton. Here we go. He gets eaten up though. Maria has that one happily, and that's a bad sign for the Spitfire that needed that one to push this fight. That's going to be Sound Barrier for London, but the self-destruct on the backside finds Nuss. Yes, he got his ultimate off, but he goes down as a response, so they're pushed up the payload. On the low ground, but Garda's just used Rally, so the Spitfire have enough healing to stay competitive in this fight. And even more than that, completely wash over the Spark in the end. And they didn't have to use any support ultimates except for that Rally, which is... Here's a Primal Rage, but this time the Spark already for a Jester. Gets caged up. Transcendence was committed to the fight, and now the London Spitfire lose sort of 2 ults from minimal value. Over the top goes the self-destruct, and Ria, as he always tends to do, finds that Nuss kill. In much the same way as Spark's offense, and this is the opening the Hangzhou we're looking for. They get a time extension, and now the Spitfire. Graviton Surge doesn't hit anyone in particular. That was supposed to be the key. Bebe now gets caught up in the grab from the Spitfire, and theirs looks much better. 1 minute remains for the Spark. Oh no, that didn't really work out. Nuss was knocked down, and he does have a Sound Barrier. They got rid of him in time. That's going to hurt the Spitfire. They definitely wanted that Lucio ultimate, but another Graviton comes up. A quick charge for Prophet on that ability, and just swings for the fence. Gets 2 into Fire Strike. And that'll be all she wrote. The London Spitfire. Insurmountable defense. Answers back to the Hangzhou Spark, and that's 2 maps to 0. Finally. Looks like they're hitting potentially losing heroes, so they just put pressure on the point now. They say, Spark, come and challenge us.
And that's what happens when Zarya is so charged up. You see those alternate fires at range from Prophet, just able to take players out. So far, Godspeed really low. The melee helping to finish him off as London has complete control of this first point.
Prophet punch! Gushway not far behind now. A little bit later, so they will have that healing a little bit longer. Fury in the backline though. Self-destruct. Oh, Godspeed caught out by that one. There wasn't really much Gushway could do to protect this whole team, given that he was suspended in midair and a Spitfire. It's a perfect start to the fight for them. Nuss encroaching on that Sound Barrier, which is going to make this Spitfire roster even more durable. They have all the ultimates they need, man. They might just save them for next round at this rate. Holy smokes.
Don't even need him.
Breaking the Sound Barrier. There's less of a defensive zone for the Spark to play around when they move to this point. They had to just go forward, get aggressive, play in the chokes. Fury's low, desuited, dead. Revenging Godspeed though, quick fire back across the broadside from the Spitfire though. And Nuss, by the way, German for nuts, because that's what he is. Nice. Being used here, an attempt at the death loss for Godspeed, but he finds nothing. Prophet just sends him packing back to the afterlife. really don't know if he's alive or undead at this point. It doesn't really matter because he did straight up nothing in that fight. Vazzy cut down, Gutre forced to just to look on, suspended in midair like a bad circus act he didn't sign up for. And that's it. No time left for the Spark. Unbelievable. Can you believe this roster? The Spitfire very rapidly, but No Smite's taking a bunch of damage. The Spitfire don't find any kills during the duration of that Transcendence. That's why this might get a little bit nasty for them. That was an attempt, I think, from No Smite to knock Jester's shield out of the way of that self-destruct. It doesn't connect, but still the Spark come up with the results. IDK sound barrier committed right at the end of the fight.
You know, a minute and 20 left here. You do have Prophet's grab coming online.
Their own speedies. They're trying to catch the Spitfire on the wrong foot. Self-destruct goes up here. Let's see how Gesture sets this up. That's pretty good. He knocks in a No Smite. Gesture sets up a perfect 2K for Fury's self-destruct. And that'll be the Spitfire now. Again, 6-4 in players as this team fight continues. The Spark actually end up committing the rally to the fight because there's only 22 seconds left. If there's some chance that they could have stopped the Spitfire there, it would have probably meant a map win for them.
See if the Spark try and use
Earth Shadow to set up that combo. So here it is. No Smite needs to charge Gesture out of this one. Gets him there. Nicely done. Good connection from No Smite. Removes Gesture, and then Gesture and Nuss fall as a result. Doesn't commit his Earth Shadow like we predicted, and that means the Spark now have a different combo to play the next. Hasty bubble given to No Smite now. He does get quickly healed back up. Repair pack thrown in there. No Smite again. Low! He's taken down! The Graviton Surge committed to no avail by the Spark. And this is definitely going to propel the Spitfire forward. Bidoshin goes down. Nuss caught out by Bebe here. Maybe a turn. 4v5. Spitfire with a disadvantage, but the grab turns it around at just the right time. Prophet, Young Money coming up with the goods just when it's required. And in overtime, the Spitfire will get to the power play. Graviton Surge. That was a grab from Godspeed. Rhea's going to set this one up now with a self-destruct in and gets Prophet. That's a good one. Prophet had the grab from London. A key ultimate taken away from the Spitfire. And then Gesture gets run over. Bidoshin's sitting in the back again, just trying to do his bit for his team, but he's pushed off the payload. And it's an emergency landing for the Spitfire. Graviton Surge coming in, not easy, so that one is going to stick. Both teams go for the grab and a self-destruct dropped in by Rhea. Great setup once again. Gesture falling foul of that one. No Smite, big Earth Shattered. And you see Prophet and Gar, they're sleeping on the job. Fury only just got back into his mech, and it's going to be a short-lived one with Guard falling. It's a matter now of stalling out a little bit here for London. Hangzhou, one way or another, are going to take this first checkpoint.
Now when No Smite uses the Earth Shatter,
Revenge, I guess, goes up to 100. Graviton Surge comes in, Transcendence.
This could be big.
Strike thrown in over the top. The setup is beautiful once again. Just one kill is enough for the Spark here, especially after No Smite killed Guard on the pin. Beautiful setup. Hangzhou, again, come to this.
Self-destruct to go with it. You have all the combos here for London. This Guard gets caught off guard there, playing a little bit too forward. A Shatter. You don't even have to use the grab. That's huge.
This is terrible for the Spitfire.
Yeah,
the payload is so close. They haven't not once been able to set up their combo the way they would have liked to. Hangzhou Spark has beaten them to the punch every single time. And it looks like this one was thrown for a knockout. Guard going to appear. He actually did pile drive onto the payload, but it was a very small distance that he dropped down. Nastia just disintegrates inside that Graviton and Bidoshin. Oh, a little bit awkward. He's rather late to the party, not fashionably late, like that really awkwardly late, like everyone's already gone to bed and you arrive and say, what's going on? Yeah, that kind. 3-1. So the Spitfire do take away the W in this series, and these two teams are mirror images of one another. The Spitfire, 0-2 in week 1, now 2-2. The Spark.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.